Oops. I did not mean to launch Google Chrome. I meant to go directly into Book of Hours. Oh shit, it has to... I just turned my computer on, so it has to launch Steam first. That's okay, though. While Book of Hours is launching, we can look through my Steam library and see what else I have. Nothing's downloaded right now, though. Oh, this is a fun game. This game's downloaded. But we are here to play Book of Hours. Go quietly. Book of Hours is a forgiving sort of game. If you're worried you might be stuck, there's usually another way. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Brandon, and today we are checking out a game called Book of Hours. Give me just a second to make sure everything is set up and working properly and everything sounds like I want it to. I can't tell if this is working. I want to be able to listen to my stream real quick. Okay, it is working. I don't want my computer to pick up the fact that I'm also playing the stream on the phone right now. Okay. I stopped that from happening, so let's just give it a second to calm the hell down and stop playing, like, double. Alright, I think we're probably good now. And we are going to go ahead and launch directly into a new game of Book of Hours. If you used up your starting ink, don't worry, there are lots of ink pots in the house, and you can learn to brew your own ink. I have found ink a couple times, but I have never learned how to brew it myself. Alright. There has been no librarian at Hush House since the fire. 7 years now. Suitable candidates are very difficult to find, but perhaps we have found one in you. Take care on your journey. The seas around Brandkrug are treacherous. St. Brandon's Cove. Here the sea ends and the world begins, or the other way around. After storms, the fishermen of Brandkrug village find oddities washed up on the shore. The cold comes first. Thunder growling, waves pounding, and finally me, sprawled on the sodden sand of the beach, but there is something in my hand. Health, half drowned. So my health is counting down, so I'm going to pause the game just to keep this countdown from continuing to go down until I'm ready for it to. Shivers rack my soaked body. Your health is failing. Find somewhere to warm up. Memory of the storm. There are storms great enough to shake the moon from the sky, and one's thoughts from one's skull. Oh, I want to point out the card Half-Drowned Health. Down here, there are aspects that the card has. Aspect of heart. The heart relentless beats to protect the skin of the world we understand. The heart is the principle that continues and preserves. Winter is the principle of silence, of endings, and of those things that are not quite dead. The human soul is composed of 9 elements, and this is one. Each soul card can be used once a day for the kind of things you do with your soul. That usually means talking to people or crafting. Something has snared or sickened my soul. Soul cards can be malady-tainted when you're exposed to dangerous influences, sometimes when you fail in a task. Maladies cannot be exhausted, but your soul is altered and weakened, and there can be serious consequences if they go untreated. And soaked, in peril of dissolution, intervene quickly but not hastily. That is all of the information on the card Health, Half-Drowned particularly. Memory of the Storm also has Heart, also has Sky, Wind, Storm, Echo, Song, the intricacies of mathematics and the principles of flight. Law's touch is lighter than we sometimes think. Matters of balance, harmony, and necessity. And something remembered that might be something understood. Memories can be used to help with crafting and to upgrade skills. Memories disappear each dawn except persistent memories. And a drowned book, the one possession I kept from the shipwreck. It must be important to me. The aspects below will tell you more about how and where you can use this item. My book is a thing. The gentleman makes things his servants. The petty man is servant to things. It is readable. There are worse things to put in your eyes than this. I began before my journal, but it'll end when I do. And like my health right now, my journal is also soaked, so I can collect everything. So here, right now, the only verb module I have is this, which right now is called Remember. What do I have left to work with? So if I click on this box, it kind of highlights cards that I can put in this space. I know I can put any of these 3 cards in this space, but the game wants me to put my journal in this space. Perhaps this book can help me put the pieces together. So in these spaces, I can put anything that matches these aspects. It has to match at least one of these aspects. So my journal, and let's put the memory of the storm in the other pocket. There was a storm. It smashed the ship like an egg, but I seized this book as the sea seized me. Then the sea brought me here to Brancrew. So with both of these items in these slots, I can begin this crafting. And then in order for this crafting to actually occur, I have to unpause the game. Which the whole time this is counting down, so is my health over here. But now that it's done, I can repause. There was a storm, it smashed the ship like an egg. Then the sea brought me here to Brandkrug. And Brandkrug is where I wanted to be, but it's hard to remember why. What else did I lose in the storm? Got my journal back and a memory of core. Core is exuberance, instinct, and rhythm. Do these mean something to me? It's an element of the soul and a memory. A memory of Fet. Fet is that part of us which dreams. Are dreams important to me? And a memory of Shapt. Shapt is eloquence and also understanding. The door opens both ways. Is my soul open to knowledge? The first few times that I started this game, I always went with Shapt, which is like your ability to understand and be understood by others. I've played this game for like the first hour multiple times. I usually start with Shapt, but because I'm doing this on stream now, and I want it to be a bit more kind of new and fresh feeling. It can never be totally fresh because I have played this game a little bit. But I'm going to start with core instead, just for kind of a different approach. Oh, right. I was briefly confused, but the game wants me to put my journal back and then whatever memory I want to focus on. The human soul has 9 parts. Exuberance, enthusiasm, and instinct all rise from that part of the soul we call core. Is my core strong? Recover this. The other 2 possibilities will be lost for now. Like that. This is the coast where Brandkrug Isle lies. It wasn't easy to come here, but I don't give up easily. Even so, I know there's no way I can cross to the isle in these seas. I'll need to find shelter for the night. So my memory of core has now become core. It has aspects of Grail, hunger, lust, and the devouring waters. The principle of Grail honors both birth and feast. Aspect of heart, an element of the soul, and is also an occupant. A visitor or soul element with this aspect can be placed in a guest bed to occupy it. So I can keep my core. I've received a memory of Ereb. Ereb is pride, compassion, hatred, and fear. Do these passions burn in me? Mettle is the capacity for meaningful choice. Did I prove my mettle? Faust is sight, perception, inspiration, all the glory's gifts. Is my soul a bright soul? And Whist is the name, the memory, that part which endures. Is it important to me that things endure? Now this choice I'm a little less certain on. In my previous playthroughs of the game, I always went with the card Faust. But I think I want to go kind of a different route for this game. And I'm kind of between basically passion and ration. And I think I'm going to go with... because I went with core, which is like instinct and rhythm and exuberance. I'm going to go with passion for this second choice. Ereb is the shadow in the soul's cellar. Pride, fear, hatred, and compassion. Choose a strong Ereb and a past where your passions were paramount. The waves will wash away the others for now. I'm going to put this one over here just to see what it says. Mettle is the soul's tempering. Will, self-discipline, that part of us which makes the right choice. Choose a strong mettle and a past where you made mistakes. The waves will wash away the others for now. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go with metal. Perhaps I can atone for all I've done. But what was that exactly? First things first, I remember there's someone in the village who will give me sanctuary if I can get there. Mysteries have been added to your journal. You can begin to investigate them with both you and your journal are dry. Oh, okay, cool. Aspect of sky, mystery of edge. My book is still a thing, it's still readable, it's still a journal, and it's still soaked. Metal has elements of edge. All conquest occurs at the edge. One who dwells there is blind and cannot be wounded. Another is strong and grows stronger. Edge is the principle of battle and of struggle. Forge. Fire, I once read, is the winter that warms and the spring that consumes. The principle of forge transforms and destroys. It is an element of the soul, and it is an occupant. So I can also take that. And lastly, from this interaction, I received an old friend's address. Denzel is the blacksmith of Brandkrug village. I remember him from the war. If he remembers me, I can find shelter beneath his roof once I've reached Brandkrug village. So I need to get to Brandkrug village, which... Brandkrug village, sanctuary in the storm. I'll need help to climb the cliffs in the dark, and the locals are suspicious of outsiders. More so than ever since the restoration and the new king. We'll let the time run out real quick, because I have a new... Brandkrug village must be nearby, but is hard going, dragging my soaked body across the soaked sand in the teeth of the wind. Which way? A memory of fear. Above me, atop the cliffs, lies Brandkrug village. I'll never reach it in this storm, but if I can only muster my remaining strength to find help. And when I click this slot, it tells me that only Core can go there. Yeah, only Core can go in this slot. My instinct tells me it might be this way, and without a map, instinct is as good a compass as any. The cliffs grow dark against the ragged stars, and then at last I see the light of a hurricane lamp bobbing in the dark. As it approaches, a face glimmers above the lamp. Oh, my core is now fatigued because I used it once today. And I met a fisherman. A fisherman from Brandkrug village. He can guide me up the cliff path if he trusts me. The aspects below tell you more about how to use this character. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.